Join Kids Hat family. Oh, look there! It's a rainbow! Yes, a rainbow, Tofu. Can you tell me all the colors in the rainbow? Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Vibgyor, that's the way to remember it. All 7 colors, and it looks so pretty. But how is a rainbow formed? Rainbows are spectacular rays of color. Sunlight looks white, but it's really made of different colors. A rainbow is seen when the sun shines after the rain. White light is made of 7 colors. Wow! What's this? It's a prism. Okay, let me explain it to you with the help of a prism. The sun forms a rainbow when white light passes through raindrops. The raindrops act like tiny prisms. When sunlight passes through a raindrop, it bends and scatters into the band of colors. This can be reflected back to you as a rainbow. But where do I look for a rainbow? You need to remember 3 things. First, it must be raining. It must be raining. Second, the sun must be shining. The sun must be shining. Third, you must be between the sun and the rain. Okay, Tofu, now let's enjoy watching the wonderful rainbow. Tofu, are you feeling sleepy? Nah, just tired. But Tia, what makes us yawn? And why is it so that when I see someone yawning, I kind of feel like yawning too? Yawning is an involuntary action which we all do. And we all know that it is a feature of sleeping. It is commonly associated with tiredness, stress, and boredom. All vertebrates do yawn, including fish and birds. Human baby starts yawning since they are 20 weeks old. So how do we do it? During a yawn, we open our mouth and we suck in a large amount of air and expand our chest. The cavity pulls down our diaphragm and fills air in our lungs and exhales it out. There are a number of theories that attempt to explain why animals and people yawn. As per the physiological theory, our bodies induce yawning in order to draw in more oxygen or remove a buildup of carbon dioxide. A more recent theory explains that we yawn more in the situations where our brain is likely to be warmer. So it's a way to cool down our brain.
Do you know that the average yawn lasts around 6 seconds?
Yawning is contagious. Only humans, chimps, and possibly dogs find them contagious. Recent studies show contagious yawning may be linked to one's capacity for understanding and sharing the feelings of others. So, Tofu, how many times have you yawned while listening to me? I hope not too many.
This was so much fun.
Yes, it certainly was. But Tia, why do I taste salt in my mouth? Why is the seawater salty?
When the rain flows over the land, the water washes salt and other minerals out of the rocks and gets mixed with the water in the streams, rivers, etc. The rivers finally carry the salt to the sea. The salt stays in the sea as no water flows out of the sea. When the sea water evaporates to form clouds, almost all the salt stays behind. The left behind salt slowly gets collected over a period of time, and this is how seawater gets salty.
Oh, that is the reason we cannot drink seawater. It's too salty.
Yes, almost 96% of water on Earth is in the oceans. And still we cannot drink it directly. Water, water everywhere and not a drop to drink.
Oh, it's so hot.
I know, Tofu. Deserts are hot. Why don't you keep yourself hydrated by drinking water?
But Tia, don't our camels need water too?
They do, Tofu, but not as much as we or other animals do.
So you want to say they can survive without water?
Yes, camels can survive up to 10 months without a sip of water, given the fact that they get sufficient moisture from green vegetation and dew.
How is that possible?
Do you know camels can store water?
Yes, they store water in their humps.
That's not true. Camels typically live in deserts where there is scarcity of both water and food. A camel's hump is a huge lump of fat which can weigh up to 80 pounds. This hump allows it to survive for up to a period of 2 weeks without food, but the hump has nothing to do with water.
Oh.
So it's not true that camels store water in the humps.
So where does he store the water for such a long time?
A camel can drink up to 40 gallons of water in just 15 minutes. They can conserve water by managing their body temperatures. When the camels drink water, this swells up their red blood cells in an oval shape, which gradually keeps their body hydrated. The following 3 mechanisms help the camel to survive in extreme conditions of the desert. Camels rarely sweat in summers.
Camels rarely sweat in summers.
They lose less water in urine, which is in form of solid crystals.
They lose less water in urine.
Lastly, they have thick-skinned coats that can keep their body cool.
They have thick-skinned coats.
So, Tofu, what two things did you gather from our conversation?
1. That camels don't store water in their humps. 2. That water gets stored in oval-shaped red blood cells.
That's absolutely right, Tofu. You learn quite fast.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, Tofu. You're sneezing.
Achoo!
Take this handkerchief.
Why do we sneeze?
Almost anything that irritates or tickles inside your nose can cause you to sneeze, like dust, pollens, cold air, pets, and pepper can cause sneezing.
But what happens when we sneeze?
The nose is an extremely sensitive organ that regulates the air we breathe. It makes sure we breathe clean and healthy air. Air sometimes has tiny particles that are unsuitable for us.
Achoo!
When we sneeze, our
Achoo!
nostrils expel the
Achoo!
irritating particles.
Achoo!
It could be dust,
Achoo!
flowers, pepper bottle,
Achoo!
and pets.
Achoo!
You can also sneeze a lot when you are suffering from cold, as the lining of your nose is swollen.
Sneezing can send tiny particles speeding out of your nose at up to 100 miles per hour. So what's the process?
When the inside of your nose gets a tickle, a message is sent to a special part of your brain, and the brain sends a message to all the muscles that have to work together to sneeze. Did you realize that you always close your eyes when you sneeze?
Really? Achoo! Achoo! Yes, you are right.
For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.